Hello everyone, I'm Tuco and welcome back to another episode of the Lotr Structure Showcase series for the Lotr mod. Today we will be taking a look at the Haradrim Faction. And to start us off today, we are going to be taking a look at the Haradrim Obelisk. So this spawns, obviously, in Harad, which is below... Where is it? It is below Mordor, so far to the south, but not extremely far to the south, like the Haradrim and the Moradin, but nonetheless, it is south of Mordor. So this is the first structure, the Obelisk, which is a neat little structure that adds more detail to the vast desert to the south. It's a pretty... there isn't anything too special about it, but again, it does add that extra bit of detail. And I guess you could set up a little maze in here. It'd be kind of nice. Anyway, the next structure we'll be taking a look at is the Haradrim small house. So in here, we obviously, as you guys can see, there is no roof because it's kind of like the southern feel, I guess. You have kind of like this wall going on the outside. Not a whole lot of detail going on with this structure here, just some very basic windows and design. Nothing really standing out, but again, that is the... I suppose that is kind of the style that they're trying to mimic here. Kind of nice pink floor, like some pink sand. Oh, this is white? How is that even close to being white? That isn't even white. Anyway, in here you'll find yourself a nice little home populated by this little Haradrim guy and filled with, honestly, some nice treasures and even a Haradrim crafting bench. And also, to add a bit more detail to this very bland structure, there are like these little pedestals with the torches, and then this nice little overhang here adds a good amount of detail, and of course a ladder leading up to the top gardens, and of course their beds, which is very nice. Good touch. Anyway, the next structure we'll be taking a look at is the Haradrim large house. Now this one has, as you can see, a bit more detail than the last house. I would like if there was a way to come up here, maybe an extra bed, some more flowers or something like that. However, unfortunately, that is not the case with this build. Anyway, down here we have a nice double door opening, very large and grandeur. Grandeur. Some nice grandeur. Anyway, so we have an overhang here as well with, of course, the Haradrim brick, which honestly it looks amazing. A lot better than the sandstone, even though that this is sandstone here. But it is a nicer looking kind of sandstone block. And the woods are even, the floor is even made out of wood, which is very nice, especially in a desert. So you can imagine how hard it is to get a wood floor. And of course, like a nice little area here to eat. And I don't know if there is a Haradrim. No, there's not a Haradrim, or Haradrim, however you want to say it, Haradrim crafting bench in the large house, which is kind of unfortunate. It's a lot barer and kind of even plainer build than the small house, even though it is bigger and even has wood floors, and the windows are bigger. However, there's less stuff going on inside, which I don't quite like. Anyway, the next structure we'll be taking a look at is the Haradrim Tower. Now, I'm going to say with all these banners, they look amazing. I just love like the extra little details. It isn't just like plain red and plain black. There's actually some detail going on here, which I really do enjoy. Anyway, here we have the Haradrim gate. Well, these are the Haradrim gates. These are just bronze bars. However, it looks amazing. I love the design going on here. And inside, we will have a nice little place to eat, and again with some nice goodies. Ooh, a lasting lucky Haradrim mace. Ooh, that's kind of nice. And anyway, up here, if we keep climbing higher and higher, you'll find some more goodies, obviously scattered around in some very nice fashion. Some more chests filled with some more wonderful items, and of course some foodstuffs hidden around, and even like these nice little torches right around. And at the very tippy top, you will find, of course, this guy here. Not that guy. Wrong guy. I'm looking for... Where's your captain? Did I miss him? Probably missed him. Is he down here? Ooh, who is that? Come back here. Where'd he go? Are you in? No, you're Southern Archer. Huh. Well, I thought I'd find him here. Actually, you know what? Maybe the captains are in the fortress, because Haradrim does have a fortress. I'm just so used to the dwarves with their captains here. Anyway, at the very top here, you will find some wonderful torches. Look at these. Wonderful fires ablazing. The Haradrim banner, and some nice detailed walls up here, which honestly look quite nice. Although it does have a bit of a bland look to it, kind of like the dwarven towers, kind of just that bland circle structure with like no detail on the sides, which again I don't quite like, but with the style that they're going for, it does suit that, simply because, you know, in the area that Haradrim is supposed to be in, which is kind of the Middle East, I suppose. You know, you'd be using a lot of sand and a lot of like bare, you know, not really super uber detailed walls. You know, I mean, it's bricks, but you know, it's not going to be extremely detailed with all kinds of incredible looking structures. Kind of like the Elven faction. It wouldn't be like that. It'd be quite the opposite. Anyway, so here we have the Haradrim village, which honestly I think looks absolutely amazing. It looks lush. It looks wonderful. It looks like a little oasis in the middle of a desert. You have, well, this structure is coming up down the road, but it is the bazaar, and I'll touch on that once we get down there. And it is surrounded with all these wonderful nice little homes. We even have some camels here. Oh my goodness, they look wonderful. Even some horses. Some nice little farms even going on here, and even a well. I mean, this place has it all. even a nice little, what is this? Is this cocoa? A date tree growing right in the middle. Isn't that nice? And we even have a tower here. Now, there can be more towers than just this one here, because I spawned one earlier and I had two. So they obviously can have more than just one tower spawning in here. I guess it really just depends. But these right here, the small houses, those will always be aligned like that. However, these large houses, the towers, and the bazaars can be switched out for different things. And I did not know this before, but it does have different paths. Like you got the red path, the blue path, the green path, or you can follow the yellow brick road all the way to the Wizard of Oz. Anyway, the next structure that we'll be taking a look at is the Haradrim Fortress, which honestly looks pretty meh, because it doesn't really look like a fortress, now does it? It just looks like, no, this is a nice little structure, you know? Doesn't really look like a fortress. And it's not even that well detailed in here either. I mean, I can imagine a bit more detail than this. And look at this. These aren't even filled with they aren't even filled with armor. That's terrible. But we do have some nice little goodies in these chests, as well as a Roderick crafting bench, and even some more chests under here filled with, again, some more wonderful things, even lemons from the down south. And here he is, the Southern Warlord. All right, so this is the guy who you guys will be going to if you ever want to be part of the Haradrim faction. I think it's Haradrim. But anyway, you guys will come to this gentleman right here and ask for soldiers. Of course, I don't have enough alignment to get that. But anyway, up here, if you climb all the way up the stairs, you will find here a nice little cozy, I don't even know what this is. There isn't even anything in here. Should be like a nice bed here, you know. Hey, that's something that they're missing here. They need a barracks at least. Yeah. Maybe in my next series, in which I'm like sprucing up these builds, I'll build like a little extension off here, and we'll make like a little barracks. I think that would be quite nice indeed to add. Anyway, this structure right here is the Haradrim tent, which looks amazing. I love the colors here. So many banners. Everything looks bright and colorful. We got ourselves nice chests, Haradrim faction crafting bench, and even a nice little bed here, even though it is not a fancy bed. It's just a little straw bed, but nonetheless, it's a great looking build. I really do like this one. And here we have the bazaar. I don't even know, what is this? A date palm wood. Ooh, that's cool. And here we have a blacksmith. We've got ourselves food traders. We have the mineral trader. Ooh, that's kind of cool. And another blacksmith. So these are the I don't know if there are more individual things, but I could not find them. So I think these are the only traders that you'll find in Haradrim. if I am correct. And I really do like the patterns that they put for these different traders. They do look quite nice. And also like the individual looks of each faction's kind of marketplace, I guess. So it looks very nice. Anyway, the next structure we'll be taking a look at is the Haradrim pyramid. That's what it's called. So there's no way really inside this place. You kind of have to excavate it if you want to find the secret rooms inside. So what I did was I dug straight through to the other side. I think it's actually kind of blocked off. But anyway, yeah, so I couldn't find any secrets there. However, when I came up here, and again, that looks amazing, especially with the gold block in the middle. That's cool. But what I did find, oh, I can't remember what side it was. I think it was just straight down. So straight down, if you dig straight down, ooh, you'll pop right into this little place here. Nice little room. And if you pop that off, you will spawn this guy. Ooh, a wraith. And it is filled with some pretty nice loot, honestly. Well, that isn't very good. Crooked. Although a lasting one, yeah, just plain polearm. But you do get some nice minerals out of it. And again, this guy, he is pretty deadly. So be sure you got some good armor if you're coming down in here, or have like a nice little kill zone set up before you know, use that. And there are some more rooms in here. I think there's 3. I believe there's 3 more that you can find in the temple here. Although I was digging for quite some time, I couldn't find it. And because 1.7.10, which is what I'm in, which the LTR mod runs on, there is no spectator mode, so I can't just phase through the walls and see where all the secret rooms are, which is unfortunate. Now I do believe there's another mod to do that, but yeah, I just figured I'd show you guys, and you guys could have fun looking for all the different rooms in here and all the different wonderful treasures and chests in there. Now that does it for the Haradrim faction. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the LOTR Structure Showcase series. And if you guys did enjoy, please be sure to hit that like button. As always, I'm Tuco Regel. God bless, and I'll see you guys all next time.